ahead and get started with Matt Moreno from Rivals. Go ahead, Matt.
How's it going, Mikey?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You just want to talk about your first touchdown. What was it like getting in the end zone and kind of getting that experience for the first time in college?
It was definitely a blessing to get my first touchdown. The feeling was so unreal. I honestly was supposed to celebrate, but I didn't know what to do. So just had to enjoy it with my brothers and had to dab everyone up. And Nando threw a good ball, so I had to make sure I saw Nando and had to give him some praise for getting the ball in my hands. So that was really awesome. So it's definitely a blessing, though.
Can you talk us through that play, kind of what went right and kind of what was your end of that?
So we were a tempo play right there. It was to the boundary, so I had to hurry up and I just had to catch previous for that on that first down, so I had to hurry up and get the ball to the ref and just get lined up as quickly as possible. And we seen it was man to man. I knew that I had the opportunity to go win, and I did, and just had to execute the catch and just made the catch, and that's all.
Thanks, Mikey.
Thank you.
Jeff Rado, Cowbears on his side.
Hey, Mikey, talk a little bit, if you would, about just sort of the development of the offense as a whole. You guys had 11 different guys catch the ball on Friday at Wake, and do you see it starting to become what you hoped it would be?
Yeah, for sure. We were really big on just getting a lot of rhythm throws this last weekend, and that's what we just focused on. And that's what we're going to continue to do. Just get the balls to the guys in space and just allow us to make plays, and that's what we did. Just make plays whenever we get the opportunity to.
It's my sense that you guys ratcheted up the tempo even more this past week. Is that the case? And how does that work for you? How do you think that helps you guys thrive?
It just allows us to thrive because we control the whole tempo of the defense, and especially when they get out of breath, it just allows us to keep going because we do this like every day at practice. We push the tempo at practice every day. It might be even faster at practice because of like what we're allowed to do and like the control of the refs and all that. But when we have control of the game, it allows us to just do whatever we want, and that's what allows us to get in the end zone.
Was the Wake Forest game the fastest tempo you guys have played with, you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think we had about 31 first downs, so it just allows us to get the ball in space and just get first downs. That's what we're allowed to do.
I think you had 87 offensive snaps. What would be a good goal? Is 100 possible?
Yeah, 100 for sure is possible. Very doable. We just got to keep going down the field and putting up plays.
Thank you.
We'll go back to Matt.
This was your most productive game of the season. Was there anything that Wake Forest was doing, or was there anything maybe different in the game plan for you that kind of helped you have some more success?
I don't think so. Just staying on course and just touching the coaches. Coaches putting us in the right situation, and again, just whenever I had the opportunity to, I just made the most out of every situation.
Looking back at the offseason and training camp, it felt like as much as anyone, you probably benefit from having guys like Keon and Tobias out there on the outside, freeing some things up for you inside. Was it just a coincidence that those guys being back kind of led to you having a big game, or how much did those guys help you?
Yeah, I think it was for sure just a coincidence. Like all of our guys we be all balling out on the outside, all my guys. So I think we all play well together, and we all just worked off each other, and just we all know what we all can do well, and we all know what we can do. So again, it's just the coaches getting us in the right spots and putting us in the right situation to go execute what we're supposed to do.
You played now I think 9 games here at Cal. Going through that adjustment, switching schools, all that kind of stuff, getting used to a new environment. What's the adjustment been like now that you're kind of heading down the home stretch of your first season at Cal?
I would say just honestly just the weather, just nice having the sunshine out. And right now my boys back at Utah, they're getting snowed on right now. So honestly, just being able to stay warm and have nice hot hands, just be able to catch the rock. That's very helps a lot too.
I know you guys got Syracuse coming up here this week, but you got a rivalry game coming up here soon. Utah just had their rivalry game. What are you looking forward to about kind of getting into that environment eventually in a couple weeks?
It'll be my first real college rivalry game, so I'm excited for that. Just see the atmosphere on that, and again, just I know how deep the blood goes, so I'm just excited to feel that and see how the fans turn out and ready to beat Stanford next week for sure.
Obviously Syracuse this week. What are some things that you're seeing from their defense on film so far?
They sit in a lot of zones. So mostly like what Wake Forest did, they're just going to sit a lot of zone. They have a lot of big dudes on their team, so we're just going to have to exploit them and just make a lot of guys miss and again score a lot of points this week.
Going back even to that, before the Oregon State game, it felt like there was kind of a good feeling about this team, even though you guys had not been able to kind of rack up some wins. Now that's changed. You guys have a couple wins under your belt. What's the vibe been in the locker room, the last few weeks as you guys, beat Oregon State, go through the bye, and then, beat Wake Forest?
Yeah, even the vibes like the last few weeks have been up. Even when we did have those losses, like a lot of those losses didn't feel like losses. So a lot of the guys are always they're staying positive. We're really bought into the program, playing really hard for the seniors that it's this last year for them. So we're all just really just bought in together. Just when we go through that fall camp, you all bond as a team. You really figure out who everyone is. Just everyone's again just bought into the program. So we're all just excited to be here, and we're just more grateful for more opportunities to play football together.
You mentioned Fernando on your touchdown catch, and obviously he's been playing very, very well. It feels like each week he's kind of outdoing himself. What kind of progression have you seen from him? I know it's your first season with him, but what kind of progression have you seen from him just over the course of this year?
He's definitely stepped up just to be more of as a leader, a vocal leader. Again, he's making sure everyone's at meetings. He even comes into our receiver meetings that we have later in the day, and he takes charge of just that, even it's just him in there. So I like this. He always is a great leader. Even on the field, he's taking control in the huddle. He got the green dot on the helmet. So in the huddle, he's always just taking charge of everyone, making sure everyone is is just staying intact and making sure no one is getting flustered or anything like that.
I know going back even to last year, he's always told us I can run. I'm not somebody just gonna be immobile in the pocket. What have you thought about his running ability, especially this last game?
Yeah, it's great for him just to extend plays. I know he's, looking. Even when he does run, he's still looking to extend the play, looking for the guys down the field. So it's nice knowing he can extend the plays and get around outside the pocket and make the guys miss. We still got to get open down the field, even though he's running around. He's still looking to throw the ball down the field.
Thanks, Mikey.
Thank you.